Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF44 coming at you with another video. All right, so now I think it's official. Anthony Davis is going to be probable for tomorrow. It's this report saying he's basically going to play. Yesterday they said he was questionable at the beginning of the day, a couple hours before the game, and they didn't turn around and said that he wasn't going to play. So to me, this seems like they're trying to it's almost like when you're dipping your toe in the water. It's like, is it warm yet? Okay, is it too hot or too cold? Let me. It's one of those type of things. It's like I look at the situation and my mind goes a couple of different places. One, if the team is as fed up with what they're seeing as I am, the guys and the players, if they're as fed up with Frank Vogel as I am, they don't want the organization, Genie Bus and those guys, to have the excuse of the team not being complete anymore. They don't want that. We need to have everybody back so we can go ahead, see what we look like, finally get that assessment that they need, and ultimately move on from this coach. So that's one reason why I think the Lakers may be trying to expedite the process of bringing AD back. The other is, if you look at where we're at in the season, we really can't afford to be losing games anymore. We have the hardest schedule left for anybody left in the NBA. We're on this road trip where we just came off of a game in Miami where we looked about as inept as we have since the last time we looked inept against Denver, I guess. And even in a comeback opportunity situation, we still didn't have rim protection. We still didn't have rebounding and things of that nature that AD would have helped us with in that game. So I'm not saying we would have won if he played, because I absolutely don't think that. But if you look at the overtime game, not overtime, excuse me, you look at the fourth quarter of that game, we had cut it to an amount that would have been working for us, and ultimately it just came down to what I said. We needed rebound, and we couldn't get those key rebounds down the stretch of the game. And that really was a large contributor to why we weren't able to complete the comeback. So had he played, maybe we would have had a different outcome. Point is, I don't know how many more of those he wants to see, and that's where my mind goes in the third space. I think he's trying to rush himself back because he's sick of seeing his team lose just as much as we are. If there's any way for him to go out there and be close to 100%, I think it's time for him to try to contribute in his mind. I think he's ready, to say the least. So I think that's ultimately what's going on. And the fourth thing is, maybe he's ready. Maybe a couple days ago he wasn't ready, got a couple good night's sleeps, and now is ready. It's one of those situations where you can be literally almost ready but not quite there. Get a couple days and you're there. So it's possible that's what's going on too, but my mind don't go there first. My mind goes more so to just what the Lakers are seeing, where they are in their standings, what Jeannie said initially about wanting to assess the team when it's fully healthy, and ultimately understanding that the tea leaves are the team is ready to fire this man. So if we can remove any excuses, disarm that from Jeannie to have to say that, to do her due diligence, AD will be back. That's good enough. Okay, we still suck. Get him out of here. I honestly think that's what it is. So that's the first thought that came to mind. Either way, AD will be back playing against the Brooklyn Nets tomorrow. Brooklyn Nets is severely undermanned because KD is out. And if I'm not mistaken, since it's a home game, Kyrie is not expected to play. Now, of course, we can see a path to Kyrie playing. They just got to pay that fine. I don't know that the Brooklyn Nets are ready to go down that path just yet at this stage in the season. I think they're playing that very, very carefully because, of course, paying the fine is easy. What you don't want to do, though, is thumb your nose at it, because it is a situation where they're trying to adhere to rules and regulations and have been given basically a bone. So what you don't want to do is just snatch that bone and just make it look like it wasn't an issue at all. You want to respect the rules and regulations of the city. So I think that's what it is for the Nets. They don't want to just up and say, oh, shoot, that's easy, let's do that. No, they want to pick and choose when they do it, and I think they'll do it closer to the playoffs. If the Lakers were a better team, I think it would be more likely they would do that. But since we suck, I don't think that's the game they're going to say, okay, Kyrie, you just have to play. I don't expect to see him all. So that is my point of view. I think it'll be the James Harden show out there, and Bron James and Anthony Davis should be able to make it a good game. Now, obviously, they're a better team than us. Ain't nobody gonna even question that. Even without their stars, they're a better team than us. But they have some of the same issues we have: some contracts, some dead weight, things of that nature. Not as much dead weight, but dead weight nevertheless. So maybe we can kind of take advantage of some holes here and there. Patty Mills is a guy who always plays well against us, so I do expect us to have some serious resistance. But either way, man, that's what it is. This is not my breakdown video of that game. I'll do that tomorrow. But we do know for a fact that AD is probable at this stage, and it's been reported is expected to play. So probable means 80% as far as my mind's concerned. Unless there's some type of setback, he's expected to play. So that's the gist of my thought. My name is BDL44. Thank y'all for watching.